used to have a restaurant in downtown Nashville called Chibo, and it was one of the first places in the downtown area that was really fresh ingredient, healthy eating focused. When I closed the restaurant in 2006, when I got married, we moved out to the farm, and looking around at all the land and wanting to do something that would be very sustainable, what was a way to integrate my areas of knowledge and passion together? And it ended up being growing and showing people how to prepare the different foods. When we decided that we wanted to not only grow things to sell, we also wanted people to be able to come to the farm. We decided that we'd like to have an on-farm cooperative, so it could be one-stop shopping. When you came to the farm, in addition to finding wonderful herbs and flowers and vegetables, wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to go somewhere else? Wouldn't it also be nice for a lot of farmers that don't have enough time to go to 25 different markets, small markets all over the territory, to have a place that they could bring and co-op in particular items that people are really searching for? Great meats, local honey, eggs, all the things that we don't produce here on our farm, but have worked together to put together a Tennessee farm to fork cooperative for the consumer.
For me, farm to fork means being flexible, and also means using your produce in different ways. So I won't use all the tomatoes today in a salad, but I'll use some of them in a sauce. I'll use some of them for canning. And that way, you know, when I get the next round of tomatoes, I can do the same thing, and I can then have that bounty stretched out over the course of a whole year, instead of just, you know, waiting for summer in the middle of winter. You know, I can open a can of tomatoes and, you know, make a great pasta sauce with it, or use it in soups and things like that.
One of the things that makes us very unique is our food focus. Not only the growing nutritional value of the food, great healthy food, but also how to prepare it, the educational component that goes along with it, and also the gourmet component. There are a lot of farm stands that focus on, you know, good Southern cuisine, and that's wonderful, and I'm a huge fan of it, but every now and then you like to step it up a little bit too. So we allow people to stretch their culinary imagination when they come out to the farm.
Since the late 90s, the slow food movement has increased in momentum to the point we're at today, where people really want to know where their food comes from and get to know their farmer as such. People are rejecting the idea of the use of heavy chemicals for pesticides and for fertilizers these days, and for the local you know, population to be able to come to the farm and see where the actual squash is grown is something that is very important to people.
So it's nice to have that community relationship. Some Saturdays can be like the three-ring circus because there's so many things going on, from garden lectures to culinary events, cooking demonstrations, packing your own CSA box, shopping in the market, live music on the porch. There's a little bit of something for everyone on a Saturday.
My favorite part of the role is on Saturdays we have our CSA pickup, and I have a tasting table, and I have featured products and pair it with recipes that are simple for people to make. People will come to get their CSA box, and then they'll come to the tasting table to get some snacks and to try some different things, and it allows them to try a product before they buy it, and also learn from me ways to actually use the product, other than perhaps if it's a preserve, a lot of people will just put it on toast or biscuits or you know, an English muffin, but there's other ways you can utilize it as well in sauces and dressings. And so I educate people about that. And then during the week, I take a lot of our excess produce, and I will, and that's basically seconds produce, and then I'll can it and jam it, or freeze it, dehydrate it. I also put together recipes for our blog, and then liaise with a lot of the new products. I source new products for the market as well. There you have a honey mustard and ranch vinaigrette.
This is our first full year in the new space, the Grange barn. And this particular barn was built to take the place of a barn that had fallen into a great state of disrepair. It was a wonderful old barn, but it was simply not safe anymore. So we've used pieces and parts of the old barn here to make beautiful farmwood tables and the bar areas that you see over there and the trim touches going up and down the stairs. So the barn lives on, but the new barn enabled us to bring a community building to the West Nashville area. We use it for cooking classes, canning classes, guest lecture classes. We do weddings, we do family reunions, we do barn dances, and it's really fun to see people try to square dance for the first time if they've not ever done that before. I believe that we provide a great service, not only providing great vegetables and a cooperative, but truly caring about our customers in a way that has been lost. You just don't find that kind of general store feeling where you come in and we want to know who you are and what you like and to take care of you and to make sure that you're happy with what you get, and if there's something you've been looking for a really long time, if we can grow it for you or help you find it. We want to be that customer service and community-centric sort of place, and that's just really hard to find anymore.